Entering this game, and Sean, you made reference to this, Embiid had scored just 6 points on just 2 of 11 shooting when guarded by Marc Gasol. Yesterday, he exploded for 24 points on Gasol, who managed just 2 when Embiid guarded him on the other end. So you made I want everyone to see Sean's face as you say this, because I asked you a question about this in the meeting this morning. With Embiid playing like that, what do you think is the reality for the Sixers?
The Sixers will win the East. If he can replicate this effort and he can be as efficient and as effective and impact the game at both ends of the floor. The other thing about it, too, is when he has that bounce and that energy to him, it does spill over to everybody else. He is a fun, likable guy. And so when you watch him play like he did last night, you sit there and say, okay, when he's this good, there's nobody better than the 76ers in the East.
Yeah, I agree with you completely, and it makes you wonder, why isn't it more consistent? Do you believe it is because of the injury, which does not enable him to be physically dominant all the time? People talk about him not being in shape. Why isn't he like this every night?
It's his health. The only thing that can stop Joel Embiid from being potentially a Hall of Famer is his health. And I felt that way when I saw him at Kansas. He had an Olajuwon-esque kind of ability about him, his footwork, his skill set. He could face, he can spin off you. He understands how to control the ball off the bounce. But it was always been his health. It's about being able to sustain this kind of effort night in and night out, whether it's the knees, whether it's the back. That is your concern, and that will continue to be the concern throughout Joel Embiid's career.
It's so hard to keep a big body like that healthy. But on the Raptors side of this, let's switch to that, because it always feels like at some point in the playoffs we say, what's going on with Kyle Lowry? So what is going on with Kyle Lowry?
He's not good. I mean, it's as simple as said. He's not good in these moments. He's great in the regular season, but last night he was minus 28 in the plus-minus. That was the worst of anybody on the floor. He shot 2 of 10. Some bad passing to go along with it. He just is out of sync. And if you're the Raptors, there is no way that you're going to advance to the conference finals or the NBA Finals unless Kyle Lowry starts playing better basketball.
Right, and it's not just that, but they're trying to make a case to Kawhi Leonard to stay in Toronto. What about last night may factor into that in a negative way?
Well, last night he was all by himself.
Right.
I mean, that's really what you look at here. The bench production has also disappeared. You look at a bench that is minus 26 points per game from where they were in the regular season to where they are here in round 2, and they're shooting 20% worse than they did during the course of the regular season. That is a massive problem as well. So if you're Kawhi Leonard, you're looking around going, wait, so I've got options here, right? Like, I don't have to stay here in Toronto unless these guys start elevating their play. And right now, if you're the Raptors, I would be really concerned about what Kawhi Leonard's going to do in July.
You know what's wonderful about all of this, and I literally agree with every word you said, but it is interesting how, as long as the NBA playoffs are, every game is a referendum on everything.
Yes,
right?
it is.
Like last night, Joel Embiid, he's one of the greatest players of all time, and there's no way in the world Kawhi Leonard is staying in Toronto. And by the end of next week, all of that could obviously
totally
flip
change.
completely.